Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about chaos and order. I guess a good way to think about it is embrace the chaos as you move towards order. And here's why I say that. Whenever you try to do something in life, something great, and you start from a point which is almost standing still, you're almost sedentary or just standing still or moving backwards even, and you try to do something great, something to improve, something to follow your dreams. When you go from standing still to moving forward and getting momentum, in between those two places, there's going to be friction. So that's what I mean by embrace it. So you're embracing that chaos. We always get to the point to where we're either succeeding at a higher level and we kind of coast, or we're failing at a low level and we kind of wake up and want to get out of that rut. We're either in a rut or we're coasting. So I like to talk on those subjects. So I decided to make this channel basically on that, but it's for winners. If you're a winner, you're going to love this channel. You're going to love the things that I discuss here and some of the products, courses, and information that I offer to you. You're really going to like it and get a lot out of it because I really like to help winners win. That's within my DNA. It's what I really like doing. So let's go back to what I was talking about. The chaos itself is a signal that you are growing. So you need to embrace that part of it. Know that you're growing and things are changing. So it's causing a shakeup. It's causing the old part of you to be broken up and cast aside. And that's normal. A lot of times we look at that as we just started something and oh my goodness, here comes all of these challenges. Where did they come from? Well, those challenges have always been there. We've just been coping or ignoring them, or like I said before, just coasting along or stuck in mediocrity. But when we decide to do something, then they become visible. They show themselves. And the status quo isn't good enough. What you'll learn is as you grow, as you move forward in your journey, there's so many aspects of your current life that just won't fit anymore. It'll be like clothes that don't fit once you lose weight. Friends, places you used to go, movies you used to watch, music you used to listen to, people that you used to have conversations with, long conversations with. It just won't fit you anymore. And you won't have a desire to do that anymore or be around certain people anymore. Doesn't make those people bad. They just don't fit with what you're trying to do. And it's normal. That's the thing. We always think that something's wrong with us. We think in terms of why does things seem so different? Why am I getting all of this static? And you got to understand that's a normal part of success. What happens is you develop new habits. You end up fostering new friendships. You end up going to new places. You end up associating with a different type of crowd. And you start to see things different. And all of this should match up with who you want to be. And who you were before doesn't match up with who you want to be now or who you've decided to become. So everything that surrounded you before doesn't fit in this new place that you're moving towards and you want to be in. And that's where you got to be thinking this is normal. So you move towards order. And we'll never have true order while we're on this planet. We won't get order until we're in heaven. God made this planet a certain way, and then Satan came in from the Garden of Eden when Adam and Eve, they turned things over to the devil. So you got certain things that are in order, but there's a whole lot of chaos here on this planet. So you can't think in terms of fighting the things that are chaotic naturally. And besides, that's beyond the scope of this video. But I'm talking about what you can control. There's a lot of things that we can control in our own lives. And that's what we need to focus on. And when we're doing that, when we're striving to become better, when we are growing, when we're becoming the person that we were meant to be, when we're moving towards the picture, the vision that we have in our minds concerning success and growth and excelling in our chosen field of endeavor, when we are focused there and we're moving towards it, that is the order that I'm speaking of. when you are fulfilling your vision in life. Things in life will never be perfect. They'll never be completely smoothed out. And there'll never be a point where there's absolutely no challenges to face. That, again, is normal. You have to embrace the whole thing when it comes to life. You have to embrace it all. When you start thinking in terms of your goal and having what you want, you're just trying to hit a specific area. And then once you get there, you're at a higher level, and then you can move on to the next level. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fulfilling. That's what makes life feel like you're growing and you have growth. And the growth is what really makes life fulfilling. Progression. You want to be getting better each and every day. When you focus on hitting one goal, just know that after you hit that goal, you have another goal. And then after that goal, you have another goal. And it just goes through life like that. That way you're never really coasting. You're never really complacent. You never really feel frustrated. By the same token, you never feel satisfied. And that's a good thing. But you will feel fulfilled. So embrace the chaos and move towards order in your life. And with that, you'll have a lot of happiness along the way.